Hi there YouTube, I wanted to talk about a palette, and this is the Lorac Nude Necessities palette. This palette comes with 12 shades. I believe 6 of them are matte and 6 of them are shimmery. I posted a swatch of these on my Instagram, and if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that on my medium skin tone, you really didn't see a big wow with these. Now they're beautiful shades, but I have an issue that I want something more, especially from a Lorac palette. I have several other Lorac palettes. I have the Pro 1 and 2. I have the Unzip palette. I have several palettes from Lorac, and overall Lorac is a really good brand, but I'm really underwhelmed or unimpressed with this palette. I paid $30 for this, and I knew what I was getting into when I saw that there was no dark shades. There was only 2 lighter tones here. So I knew that, you know, this wasn't going to be my overall palette. But honestly, it leaves a lot to be desired. Like the white shade is like, it's kind of, I'll show you here. Like when you blend it out, it kind of just sinks into your line. So I have it on today, and I put it on. I always put a light shade over my primer, and when I put this on, it kind of like grabbed in places, and then it didn't, like, and then it was like powdery in other places, and it just didn't sit well. So I had to kind of blend it in with my finger. I've never had an issue with any of my other powders or putting a light powder over my primer. I've never had an issue with those. And so like when I had to do that today, I was like, well, that's really weird. And it kind of blends away to nothing. Like there, I mean, I blended it away and you could barely see that it was right there. So that shade, you know, you can get over that. But the other shades also are swatch on your fingers really nicely. They look really pretty on your fingers. Although they look really beautiful on your fingers, they kind of like, these 3 kind of look the same. And when you apply it, okay, so once you swatch it on your hand, yeah, it looks nice. But when you go to like blend it out, or, I mean, look, that shape is, it kind of blended away to nothing. And all you see is the shimmer on it. Like, it just, these shades just blend away to nothing. Like, there it is. This palette I'm just very underwhelmed with, and I'm unimpressed. And I'll probably take this back. Like I said, I knew what I was getting into when I didn't see darker shades. I knew that I would have to reach for another palette to, you know, do outer corner, deeper shades. But I really was expecting a little bit more out of this, especially since it's a Lorac palette. So this palette will probably be better for someone with a fairer skin tone, or even somebody with a deeper skin tone, because somebody with a deeper skin tone, it's definitely going to pop on their eyes. But even saying that, the blendability on this, it just blends out to nothing. And the oomph and the wow and the, you know, even if I wet my brush, like today I put this all over my lid, and it's a beautiful color, but I just feel like I have this color, this gold color, in other palettes, and the other palettes, I like the formula a lot better. So I'm definitely going to return this. Like I said, I was very underwhelmed by this palette. I wanted it to just be as beautiful as it looks. Like the colors that you see here, they totally look gorgeous. And like that color is right up my alley there. And I have it on my lids today. But I had to wet my brush. And like I said, I feel like I can get these colors from other palettes. So I'm definitely going to just, you know, return this. It has a really nice large mirror on it. And it's only $30. And like, I don't know if I discussed it, but it's called Nude Necessities palette, and it's in this really nice gunmetal packaging, this mirrored packaging that always shows your fingerprints. But you know, you get over all those things, and the mirror is really nice. It's a large mirror. So this would be a really nice go-to palette to take with you. So like I said, it has 6 shimmers and 6 matte shades. It's a really beautiful look. The tones of it are gorgeous. It's perfect as in Nude Necessities. But honestly, you know, it's not going to be your palette that you're going to be able to use just completely by itself. Unless maybe you wanted to do one of those retro looks where you just, you know, contoured in your crease and then did a light shade. Yeah, this would be perfect for that. But you're going to need another shade. And like I said, I knew that going into it, that I would need a deeper shade to add to my palette. but I feel like the Tartelette palettes pretty much give me the same type colors here, and the formulation, especially in the matte, is a lot better, and you do get the light to deeper shades in the Tartelette palette. So let me compare that really quick. Okay, so the Tartelette and Bloom palette is a really good one to compare this to, because the size is kind of the same, not really, but you get 0.053 ounces per shade. This one you get 0.6 ounces, so you get a little bit more. But in this one, you're getting 12 shades also. You're getting a nice large mirror, but you're getting the light to the dark tones, so you will have something to put in your outer corner. You do have some shimmery shades in this palette. You do have some light shades in this palette, but you have really nice, warm crease shades to blend out with. This palette right here, I like this a lot better than the regular Tartelette palette, because I need that pop. Like with this palette, unless you're going for a totally matte look, you're going to want something to, you know, have that pop. This palette here, although, you know, it does look beautiful, I'm just underwhelmed with it. So therefore, I'm going to return it. $30 is not a huge price point on a palette, especially a high-end palette. You might think, oh, for $30 I can afford to keep it, but I have so many other palettes. I have a lot of palettes in my collection that I would just much rather reach for, and I would prefer. So once this gets put into my drawer, I really only reach for palettes that I really love. So this would probably just be a palette that would just sit in my drawer and kind of get pushed to the back, because I know that there's other palettes that I would reach for more often. And I know that I would have to grab for a black shade or a dark brown shade, a deeper shade to deepen it up. So therefore, my rant is over. The Lorac Nude Necessities palette, although, like I said, the colors look beautiful, it just didn't work for me, and so I'm going to return it. I'm going to return it today and get my $30 back, or buy something else that I might want. So I hope this was helpful to you guys. Don't forget, if you like me, give me a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And for all my new subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. I hope you guys stick around. Sorry if you hear the child in the background. This is the life of a YouTuber with a 3-year-old that stays home with mommy. I even shut the door and she's still being extremely loud. She's playing Wii, she's playing the Infinity, and she's just being really loud. But she's happy, so I'm happy. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.